Hello dear viewers. Today, we will follow the touching story of CEO Toan, a strong and successful man who suddenly faces a serious accident on the day of an important project inspection. In his critical condition, he is lovingly cared for by his wife, Ly Tu Diem, and his sister at the hospital, along with encouragement from dedicated doctors. Will Toan overcome this challenge and return to his family? Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more exciting and heartfelt stories coming up. CEO Toan adjusted his tie as he stepped out of the sleek black car, the morning sun casting a golden hue over the sprawling construction site ahead. This was no ordinary day, it was the day of the final inspection for one of the company's most ambitious projects yet. The new green technology campus was set to revolutionize the industry and position Toan's corporation at the forefront of innovation and sustainability. Months of planning, investment, and sleepless nights had culminated in this moment, and Toan felt the weight of responsibility heavier than ever. Dressed impeccably in a tailored navy blue suit and polished leather shoes, Toan walked briskly toward the site manager, who was waiting with a detailed progress report. Around them, the site buzzed with activity. Workers in bright orange safety vests operated cranes, welders sparked in the distance, and engineers moved back and forth with blueprints and clipboards. The air smelled faintly of fresh concrete and machinery oil, a testament to the project's rapid advancement. "Good morning, Mr. Toan," the site manager greeted him, extending a firm handshake. "We're right on schedule. The solar panel arrays are installed, and the smart energy systems are running tests as we speak." Toan nodded, his sharp eyes scanning the site carefully. "Excellent. What about the reinforced structural beams on the east wing? Are they fully secured?" "Yes, sir. They completed the installation yesterday. We're double-checking all safety protocols now." The CEO smiled, satisfied but never complacent. He always believed the difference between success and failure lay in meticulous attention to detail. Walking further, Toan stopped to talk with the lead engineer, a young woman who explained the innovative features designed to make the building self-sufficient and environmentally friendly. Suddenly, a loud metallic creak pierced the air. Toan turned toward the sound, his brows furrowing. Somewhere above, a large steel beam, part of the unfinished upper floor, had shifted unexpectedly. Workers shouted warnings, but it was too late. The beam began to fall. Time seemed to slow as Toan's eyes widened. His instincts kicked in, and he took a quick step back, but the massive steel girder descended faster than he could react. With a sickening thud, it struck him squarely on the shoulder, knocking him off balance. He stumbled backward, crashing onto the rough concrete floor. The commotion erupted instantly. Workers rushed over, shouting for help. Someone called emergency services on their phone. Toan's breathing was shallow, and pain radiated from his shoulder through his torso. He tried to move but found his limbs weak and unresponsive. "Help!" "Someone call an ambulance," a foreman yelled urgently, while others carefully shielded Toan from further hazards. The site quickly transformed from a bustling hub of progress to a scene of urgent crisis. Within minutes, the wail of sirens approached, and paramedics arrived swiftly, assessing Toan's condition with practiced urgency. They carefully loaded him onto a stretcher, stabilizing his neck and shoulder to prevent further injury. The CEO's eyes fluttered open briefly, meeting the concerned gaze of the lead paramedic. "You're going to be okay, sir," the paramedic reassured, though his voice betrayed a hint of tension. "We're taking you to the nearest trauma center immediately." As the ambulance sped away through the city streets, Toan's mind struggled to hold on to consciousness. Thoughts of his family, his team, and the unfinished project flooded his mind. Despite the pain, a quiet determination remained. He had to survive, not just for himself but for everyone counting on him. Back at the construction site, the shock settled over the workers like a heavy cloud. The project was far from over, but now the future seemed uncertain, not just for the campus, but for the man who had driven its vision with relentless passion. The sterile white walls of the intensive care unit were cold and unforgiving, a stark contrast to the turmoil swirling in Ly Tu Diem's heart. She sat quietly by the side of the hospital bed where CEO Toan lay motionless, his face pale and bruised from the accident. Tubes and monitors surrounded him, each beat echoing like a heartbeat of hope and fear intertwined. Beside her, Toan's elder sister held her hand firmly, her own eyes red-rimmed but resolute. The two women had become pillars of strength for each other amid the crisis, their shared worry forging an unspoken bond deeper than words. Diem's fingers trembled as she brushed a stray lock of hair away from Toan's forehead, whispering softly, "Please come back to me, Toan. We need you." The hours dragged on like days, but Diem never left his side. She recalled all the moments they had shared, the late-night strategy sessions, the laughter over morning coffee, the quiet evenings just talking about dreams. Each memory fueled her determination to stay strong, to be his anchor when he couldn't fight on his own. Meanwhile, Toan's sister paced the room, phone pressed tightly to her ear as she coordinated with doctors and relatives. She was the family's backbone now, her voice steady but edged with urgency as she relayed updates and sought advice. Despite the fear gnawing at her, she refused to break down in front of Diem, knowing how much her brother needed the support of the people he loved. Suddenly, the door to the ICU opened and a doctor entered, his white coat crisp but eyes weary. He approached the two women, his expression a mix of professionalism and empathy. "Ms. Ly, Mrs. Toan," he began gently, "I know this is a difficult time for you both. Your husband and brother is in critical condition, but our team has done everything possible to stabilize him." Diem swallowed hard, nodding. "Is he going to be all right, doctor? Can he recover fully?" The doctor offered a faint, reassuring smile. "He's a strong man, and the surgery went better than expected. The next 48 hours are crucial. We'll monitor him closely for any complications, but with your support and care, I believe he can pull through." Relief mingled with anxiety in Diem's chest. She squeezed Toan's hand gently, willing him to hear her silent plea to fight, to live. His sister stepped forward, her voice steady as she added, "He's not alone. We're all here for him." As the evening deepened into night, the hospital lights cast a soft glow over the room. Diem stayed awake, whispering words of encouragement, telling Toan stories of their future plans, reminding him of the life they would continue to build together. Tears welled in her eyes, but her voice never wavered. Outside the ICU, nurses rotated in and out, and occasional footsteps echoed in the quiet corridors. Despite the clinical atmosphere, the room pulsed with the warmth of love and hope. The two women, wife and sister, stood united, their hearts intertwined in the shared mission of bringing Toan back from the brink. In those silent moments, Diem understood something profound. Healing was not just about medicine and surgery. It was about faith, about human connection, about the strength to never give up even when the odds seemed insurmountable. As dawn approached, the first light seeped through the windows, casting gentle rays on Toan's resting face. His breathing remained steady, a fragile promise of life continuing. Diem leaned closer, pressing her forehead to his hand, whispering, "We're waiting for you, Toan. Come back soon." And somewhere deep inside, beyond the machines in pain, that silent hope kindled a spark, a promise that tomorrow might bring a new beginning. The days following the surgery felt endless and fragile. The hospital room became a sanctuary of silent prayers and hopeful glances, a place where time seemed to slow down but emotions intensified. Each beep of the monitor was a reminder that Toan was still fighting, still holding on. One afternoon, as the sun filtered softly through the blinds, the door to the intensive care unit swung open once again. Dr. Min, the lead physician overseeing Toan's treatment, entered with a calm but purposeful stride. His white coat bore the marks of long hours, yet his eyes reflected determination and cautious optimism. "Good afternoon, Ms. Ly, Mrs. Toan," he greeted them warmly, noticing the fatigue etched on their faces. "I've reviewed the latest scans and lab results. I'm pleased to inform you that Toan's condition has improved significantly." Ly Tu Diem's breath caught in her throat. She clutched the hand of Toan's sister, who smiled faintly but held back tears. The doctor continued, "The swelling around the injury site has reduced, and vital signs are stable. Although the road to full recovery is still ahead, he's past the most critical phase." A flicker of hope ignited in Diem's heart. "Does this mean he can wake up soon, Doctor? When can we expect him to regain consciousness?" Dr. Min nodded thoughtfully. "It's hard to pinpoint the exact time, but with proper care and continued treatment, he should begin to show signs of responsiveness within the next few days. Your presence and encouragement will play a vital role in his healing process." Diem's eyes shimmered with tears of relief. "We will be here every step of the way," she promised, her voice steady despite the storm of emotions inside. Over the next several days, the hospital room became a blend of clinical routine and tender care. Diem and Toan's sister took turns by his bedside, reading aloud favorite books, playing soft music, and speaking words of love and encouragement as if Toan could hear every syllable. At times, the machines would register small changes, a flutter of an eyelid, a slight twitch of a finger, that set their hearts racing with cautious excitement. Nurses and doctors took note, offering encouraging smiles whenever they passed through. One evening, as the twilight settled over the city skyline visible from the hospital window, Toan's fingers gently curled around Diem's hand. The faint but unmistakable grip was a breakthrough, a sign that the man they loved was still present beneath the unconsciousness. Diem's eyes filled with tears as she whispered, "On Toan, we're here. Please hold on. We need you." In the days that followed, Toan's condition continued to improve. He slowly regained consciousness, blinking against the harsh lights of the hospital room, confusion clouding his gaze before recognition dawned. Seeing Diem's tearful smile and his sister's comforting presence brought a surge of relief and strength. The medical team worked tirelessly to support his recovery. Physical therapy sessions helped him regain strength, while psychological care addressed the trauma and fear caused by the accident. Throughout it all, Diem remained a constant source of hope and motivation. Her unwavering belief in Toan's resilience inspired everyone around him. She gently reminded him of the future waiting beyond these walls, the family dinners, the laughter, the projects yet to be completed. One afternoon, as Toan sat up with assistance, Dr. Min approached with a reassuring nod. "You've come a long way, Mr. Toan. It will take time, but you're on the path to full recovery.
2, 3, 4,
Your
5,
family and
6,
team are lucky
7,
to have such a
8,
determined
9,
spirit
10,
supporting you."
11. Xin chào
Toan
mọi
managed a weak
người.
smile,
Thế là
squeezing
tập hôm nay
Diem's
mọi
hand
người
in
xem xong mọi người
gratitude.
thấy thế nào ạ? Có
"Thank
hay
you,
không ạ?
Doctor.
Nếu mọi người thấy hay thì mọi
And
người
thank
hãy
you, my
like, chia
family,
sẻ
for
và để
never
lại bình
giving
luận
up
nhé.
on me."
Đặc biệt là mọi người
The
hãy
journey
chia
was
sẻ
far from
video để
over,
cho mọi
but
người
the
xung
worst
quanh
was
trên toàn
behind
thế
me.
giới đều biết đến câu chuyện tình
With
yêu
love
đẹp
as his
của
anchor
Diễm
and
và
medical
CEO
care as his
Toan nhé.
guide, CEO Toan
Điều
was
đó cũng
slowly
sẽ
but
góp
surely
phần rất
returning
lớn
to
là
life,
động lực
ready to
để giúp
face
những
the
nhà sáng tạo như
challenges
mình
ahead and
sẽ viết
fulfill
ra
the
những câu
dreams
chuyện
he held
cho những
close
tập
to
tiếp
his
theo
heart.
hay hơn nữa. Xin chào
And
và
as
hẹn gặp
Diem
mọi
looked
người
at him,
vào
hope
ngày mai
blossomed
lúc 6
stronger
giờ
than
sáng
ever,
giờ Việt
a
Nam nha.
promise that together they could overcome any obstacle.